At the John Daly Major Ed Foundation, we also focus on making sure that we partner up with great organizations. Great organizations like St. Jude's, great organizations like the Boys and Girls Club, our friends at Warriors for Freedom, our friends at Force 50 Foundation, which provides veterans the health care that they need. As you can see, we are the safety net at the John Daly Major Ed Foundation to make sure that no one gets left behind on the field of battle and that you're taken care of in the home front. God bless you. God bless the United States of America. Hoorah!
Look what I just ordered. This trip is going to be great.
Bring enjoyment back to your game with golfknickers.com. Traditional golf knickers in bold colors and plaids, all with same-day shipping. Over 100 different socks and matching sweaters. Perfect for corporate outings, weddings, and special events.
Thanks, golfknickers.com, for making our tournament such a success.
Make your experience memorable.
Best time ever.
Call today for a free catalog.
And we're back here on Big's Golf Talk on BGT-TV and iHeartRadio, Spotify, Native Family Radio, YouTube, LinkedIn. Yes, all sorts of ways you can watch and hear Big's Golf Talk and BGT-TV. Yeah. Big John Quick along with the Golffather Bill Cuevas. Our website is www.bigsgolftalk.net or .com, BIGGS golftalk.net or .com. And this segment is sponsored by golfknickers.com. They are the world's leading retailer of classic golf apparel. They specialize in their full line of men's plus fours, or golf knickers as we know it. And to complement the knickers, their company has a full line of matching socks, caps, and shirts, allowing them to deliver the complete outfit to their customers. Their customers do include radio and TV personalities, corporations, golf courses, school golf teams, tournaments, and avid golfers around the world. They are committed to growing the game of golf by encouraging players to wear the game the way it was meant to be played, in golf knickers. Celebrating the 20th anniversary, golfknickers.com, the world leader in traditional golf apparel. You can contact them at 1-800-940-9415. That's 1-800-940-9415, or learn more at golfknickers.com. And Bill the Golffather Cuevas, they do have new Argyle outfits out there.
They do, and our buddy Mr. Greg Wise is doing something now. He got it didn't make it in time for Puerto Rico, but he got them, and he will be doing something and sharing with our listeners listeners and TV people. So I'm looking forward to what Greg and his mad scientist stuff comes up with. I'm really excited about that.
Joining us, he's been a guest on the show before, and we, like you said, like we've always said, that we always share with our media partners, our brothers in media and stuff like that. Well, this guy's a brother to us here on BGT-TV and Big's Golf Talk. From the Golfing Dads, ladies and gentlemen, Steve McMillan. And Steve, welcome back to Big's Golf Talk, brother.
Hey, Biggs, thanks. How are you today?
Doing good, brother. Doing good.
Hey, Bill, really quick. I think next time we play in a tournament and we can get Greg and his wife, I think we should all wear golf knickers. What do you think?
I think so. I like that idea. Golf, the way it should be played. Yes, I think.
As a matter of fact, Bill and I will be wearing golf knickers in May for the Baby Superhero event that's going to be taking place on May 15th.
There you have it, folks. I just found out we will be wearing golf knickers at Baby Superman. Woo! I'm glad you told me, so now I know what to pack, because I had no clue. It was good.
That's official. Wear knickers all the time when we're at events.
I'm just saying, thank goodness Baby Superman came up. It was unexpected, but it was a good blessing. It's literally right in your backyard. We're going to help a good cause. Steve, I don't know if you listen. You should be listening, though. But we're doing a special show out in Albuquerque. There he goes, Baby Superman. We were blessed to meet somebody when I went to Durango in Colorado, just out of the blue. They happened to be in the backyard. We're going to be doing a show. Amanda, I believe, will be there as well, doing her backswing golf events. They do a lot of great stuff for kids that are having like heart transplants and stuff like that. And there's like 3 of them that they normally do. And so we want to meet Baby Superman and the rest is his hero buddies. We are going to be Baby Superman, aren't we?
Can
right?
you
We're
imagine
playing.
a Steve McMillan, a Bill the Godfather Cuevas, and a Big John Quick on the golf course in golf knickers? That would be headline.
Yeah, well.
I mean, you know what? I don't know how we don't win anyway. I mean, with that
group. Good looks, check.
Best dressed.
Best dressed, check. Intelligence, check. Bigs, cross out. oh, I'm sorry, we're talking live.
We're talking live. Let's talk Masters.
Steve McMillan.
This show would not be Biggs Golf Talk if I didn't give him a little bit, especially after he hurt my heart with that whatever diva, whoever she is. So yeah, I gotta get my licks in every now and then.
Steve McMillan wearing Masters green here on BGT-TV and Biggs Golf Talk, and and Steve McMillan. Where does the Masters sit for you in golf events of your favorite events?
I feel like the Masters fits into me. I don't know, maybe after, like, as far as any event goes, I don't know, after the birth of my kids and my marriage to my wife, like, I feel like it fits there. As far as
or in between the kids.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. Is your wife going to listen to this? You could be honest. Come on, man. Come on. Well, you know where it fits.
Hey, this ain't my first rodeo on that marriage thing. Round 2 is way better than round 1. So.
Woo, congratulations. I'm just going to sit here and go 4. Wait, hold on a second. 4. Yeah.
I feel like, I grew up in New England, and the Masters, when you grow up in New England, is kind of the rite of passage to springtime, even up there, because of snow in Western Massachusetts. Seeing the Masters green, and that was the start of spring. When I look at what happens with the Masters, I went out today. I bought my traditional Masters week food, also known as, I make my own pimento cheese, an egg salad. So I bought all the stuff to make that, to be ready for this week. And that's like, it's already starting to feel like the Masters again. Obviously, we had the Masters 5 months ago. It was great. It was a great treat last year to have the Masters in the fall. But this is what the Masters should be. It should be this week. It should be, the talk that everyone's having, the anticipation. We've all got our contests going on our blog pages and things like that. So for Masters Week to be out there, it is. I went to college in Jacksonville. I have an affinity for the Players. I was a walking scorer at the Players Championship. I've been inside the ropes with the Players. The Masters to me sits right there with the Players as far as the best 2 events of the year.
That's nice.
Absolutely.
I think he was showing off a little bit when he's like, I walked inside.
Yeah, he threw a poke there. Yeah,
yeah, and all I heard was blah 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 blah. You know what I mean?
For the record, I just want to put out there, for the record, the reason why Bill the Godfather Quapes and myself has not walked inside the ropes at any major event. Okay, well, U.S. Open I have, but because we choose not to at the moment, all I had to do is make a phone call, and Bill and I can do that.
Because we got it like that, Mr. Golfing Dad. Some of us have it.
And they were paying me good, we'll call it adult beverage money that week as a poor college student. So wouldn't you have done it too? I mean,
I would have walked for was it Tito's?
This wasn't raining back then, but
They want to know if it was Tito's handmade vodka. We want to know, did you drink responsibly when you
I
had
could
that?
have brought that handle out. I've got a handle sitting in the cabinet, so
There you go. You got to get a handle on it.
Masters. Earlier on, we talked about Bryson DeChambeau putting a new piece of equipment in play. One of the opinions I wanted to get from you, because I just don't think that new equipment should be put in play at a major tournament if you're trying to win that tournament. Now, granted, Bryson's probably been working with this driver and working on the range with this driver, but how do you feel about putting new equipment in at a major tournament if you're trying to win it?
So it was funny. I was listening. Was in my car listening to Sirius XM on the way home today, and they were talking about Bryson. And I think driver is the one club you can do and get away with. I think the problem that I have with Bryson and trying to win is where Bryson, I think, is honestly one of the best drivers of the golf ball today in the game. He hits it long and he keeps it in play for the most part. Bryson's putting is very good. But his putting is very good because they have green readings books on tour, and he relies on his greens reading book.
No doubt.
There are no green reading books this week at Augusta National. There are, without the green reading books, I'm intrigued to see he hasn't putted well there historically. And the trick to winning at Augusta is still to avoid three putts. I mean, that's you need to be able to get up and down. You need to avoid three putts. If you can do that at Augusta, you can really get a handle on the golf course. You look at when Tigers won, you even look at when DJ won in the fall. The guys that win at Augusta traditionally, they chip it well, they putt it well, and they figure out how to get the ball in the hole in the fewest strokes possible. I think until you can become not relying on that green reading book, I don't think we see Bryson dominated Augusta like everyone thinks he's going to, because he hits it 6 miles past everybody. I think you see him really, he's got to really figure out how to putt those greens, and they're not easy, as we've all seen on TV. I've never been to Augusta myself. I don't know if you guys have, but you can see that those greens aren't easy.
Right. No, there's no doubt.
I just want to say for a record, only Biggs picked him in his pool. I didn't pick him. I don't think he's gonna win. I don't want him to win. I don't want to wish ill on anybody.
Steve, you bring up a point about his putting and all that stuff, and earlier on I had said if there's an improvement that he should be working on to win this tournament, it's his short game.
Yep.
Yeah, fine. You can drive the hell out of the ball and hit it near the green, but there's a lot of holes that you're not going to be able to do that at Augusta. If you're going to whack the hell out of the ball and put it near the green, inside 70, 80 yards, 100 yards, and you have to wedge it in, right? Then you have to rely on getting that ball at least within 10 feet of the hole.
Correct. And even at 10 feet at Augusta, you can still have some tricky 10-footers.
Yes.
I mean, there's some putts that, and they've all been talking this week on the TV about how fast and firm these greens are. Right now we're all looking at this and saying, what's the weather going to do on Friday and Saturday, and how much rain do they get? Mm-hmm. If they get a lot of rain, I honestly think that brings the field back. Without that rain, there's probably 4 guys that I think could realistically have a chance to win this week.
Who do you have? Give us the top 3. We don't want 4. We want 3.
So, depending on I think as hard as this is because everybody's picking him, I think Justin Thomas.
I like JT. I like that as a pick.
Partly because his short game is so good. He hits it a long way. We saw what he did on the weekend at Sawgrass.
Yep.
And to me, the way they set that golf course up at Sawgrass on the weekend is just like they set Augusta up. It's set up for risk reward. It's set up for you being aggressive and executing good golf shots. And I think JT has the ability to do that, and he rolls it well enough. Had he not won last week, I liked Jordan Spieth going in, and I really thought that was where he was going to have a really good chance to break his winless streak. Winning last week, I don't know. Are you still on the high, or have you really just focused back down and as to what this is this week?
Yeah.
Because it was so long for him. Again, avoid 3-putt avoidance, lags it better than anybody on tour, and figures out how to get the ball in the hole. And realistically, if it wasn't for one hole, he would have won back-to-back Masters if it wasn't for the 12th hole. Yeah. So I really feel like, Jordan, I'm not feeling DJ this week. I felt DJ in the fall. Like I felt like he was in a good spot and really getting his game into.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of feel like he's fallen off the radar a little bit. I don't feel DJ this week. I actually think, you know, I heard a couple names earlier today. Bernd Wiesberger's never missed a cut at Augusta. He's 5 for 5 in cuts made. That to me is somebody that obviously has a chance to really play well there. I think that if Colin Morikawa, though, can get his putter in play, as good of a ball striker as he is with his irons, if he putts like he did at Concession, he's going to be real hard to beat.
So who do you think is going to win of those three that you mentioned?
If I was putting money down, it's JT.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where my money's going. I think his game's in too good a shape right now, and I think that he's one of the few players to me that has the all-around game to
Well, and that's the thing. Let's talk about a little bit about JT because he's been lightning on the greens. I mean, he has just been phenomenal. He has come. I don't know what he did in the offseason, but you know, the last 4 or 5 tournaments I have watched him, his short game is on fire. His putting is on fire. And like you said, Steve, you can't have any 3 putts at Augusta. You're not going to win the tournament with 3 putts. And JT, I think, is probably up there, you know, with the amount of putts that he's had. And if you look at the distance of putts that he's had, it's pretty up there too so far.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And I think that when you look at the big picture of, you know, when you look at now, that being said, if they get a bunch of rain this weekend, I actually think rain plays into the shorter hitters' hands a lot better. So somebody like a Zach Johnson could really be a wild card depending on the amount of rain they get on Friday and Saturday. Because I think, and again, past champion there knows how to win there. The other guy that I never want to count out at Augusta because I feel like he can do things with a golf ball that all the rest of us really dream of is Bubba. I mean, he's won there twice. And he knows the golf course. He loves the golf course. And I truly appreciate one of the things I really like about Bubba, and there's a lot to be said, and there's a lot of video online of Bubba not being the nicest guy to his caddy and different things like that. Bubba showing up every year on Sunday for the drive, chip, and putt every year.
Yep.
To go around and sign autographs for all the kids, shake the kids' hands, and do those things. Bubba gets growing the game of golf. Bubba gets the idea that we all try to do, and he's out there to try and help the kids and be, you know, they see him as this guy. I mean, and all of us do too. I mean, let's just face it. We'd love to be able to, 1, hit it as far as Bubba, but 2, move it as much as he does too. I think we'd all be great players if we could do that. But you know, I think that Bubba, to me, is one of those wild card this week. I also think Rory's flying in under the radar too, is another one. Like, yeah, Rory with his swing changes. Like, there's so many wild cards. I think the only reason I say JT is that because he is playing better to me than everyone right now consistently. Yeah.
Well, we have about 3 minutes here on BGT-TV and Big's Golf Talk, and one of the things that I want to say, you bring up the weather, and weather is going to be a big proponent as far as scoring goes, because when it's well known when Augusta has poor weather, whether it be rain, cold, whatever the case might be, you are not going to see scores in under par. You're going to see a lot of scores that's over par, and we have seen tournaments won at +1, +2, and even par win that tournament. I don't think this weekend, if they get rain, we will not see a -13 on the final day to win that tournament. I think we're going to see maybe top -5, -6 possibly.
I want to know.
You know,
it's funny. And I was looking through, and you know, I'm running my contest on my site on Instagram, and the tiebreaker is the winning score. And I'm literally just laughing at how many people are like -18, -19.
We've seen that too, and I'm like, I even said, you need to go change your score because it's not. I don't think it's going to happen.
Well, again, in the history of the Masters, we've had 2 rounds. I mean, Dustin on a soft golf course got to -20.
Right.
You know, than that, we've got -18 twice.
Hi, baby.
Hi, little buddy. Hey, you can come here.
Buddy.
Hi, buddy. Nice cookie. You're on TV now. Everybody's going to see you eating your cookie. That's my favorite Publix cookie right there.
You know, I think that, you know, in the history of the Masters, we've had 18 undershot twice. You know, obviously Tiger and Justin Jordan have done it. I don't see it getting to 12. I really don't this week.
Me neither. I really don't. I think
12 is an aggressive number. I don't know that they get to double digits this week. I really don't. No matter what it does, I think that Augusta National, and this is just my personal opinion, got embarrassed by 20 under in November.
Yep.
And they are now they're going to combat that, and you are going to see a very hard and fast golf course. And if they could have grown, up, U.S. Open rough, I think they would have in order to combat it. So I just feel like they're at a point where they're going to say, we're not going to let that happen again.
All right. Well, we're all out of time here. Steve McMillan from the Golfing Dads. And Steve, really quick, you got 90 seconds to talk about what you have going on at the Golfing Dads and find out how people can follow you and check whatever you have going on.
Great. Thanks, Biggs. So thegolfingdads.com, online golf blog. You can find it on the World Wide Web, www.thegolfingdads.com. Obviously, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Currently, we do have a contest going on. I know by the time this airs, that contest will be over with. But, we've got a great opportunity. We've got some stuff coming up. I know I've got something coming up for some the future. We've got some future giveaways coming up. I'm partnering with a guy that you guys both know, Lee from Wedge FX. We've got a giveaway coming up before one of the majors with Lee. So there's some good stuff coming up. Obviously, we try to make it fun. I'm also on. I've just started. As scary as this sounds, I've got my own TikTok page now. And honestly, I'm using my TikTok for comedy, and that's where the comedic side of the Golfing Dads is going to be. You might see this little guy or his brother every once in a while make an appearance on the page too. This is my buddy Luke here. He's 4. His brother Jackson is 6. So they enjoyed. Luke, you like going out and playing golf? Yeah, you like playing golf.
There you go. Future Masters champion right there, ladies and gentlemen.
You like golfing or eating that cookie better?
The cookie.
Well, there you have it. That's our Masters edition. He says JT. He says
24 years, and we'll say he's the future Masters champ in 24 years. So.
Absolutely, and keep eating those cookies.
And you know what's going to be a part of that champions dinner? Cookies.
Yeah. That's what it's going to be. And then make sure you invite us. That's all you got to remember.
We'll be part of that champions dinner, pigs in a blanket. Okay.
Hey, Steve, thank you so much for joining us here on BGT-TV and Biggs Golf Talk. We'll be talking to you later, brother.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
More BGT-TV and Biggs Golf Talk coming your way right after this.
Bye.
Bye.